I gave new Pacific Epitaph a chance to impress, and you know what? I really like it. It's another Rite of an Iron weapon where the roles I've seen suggested, basically trying to make this forbearance but stasis, didn't really do it for me, but it has unique options which certainly give it a place. First up, the Ahamkara in the room. Waveframes as a whole have been significantly power crept by area denials, and to a lesser extent rocket sidearms too. Velocity baton, lost signal, tenacious mastery, all that kind of stuff. But these are just so powerful, I can for sure see a reduction in their effectiveness coming in the near future, probably in next week's TWAB. Hence worthwhile edging your bets and grabbing a top tier kinetic slot waveframe. Even if this is not to happen, roles available on new Pacific Epitaph are still unique, making it better than those listed weapons in the right scenario. Starting with column 4, chain reaction was the forbearance perk, but this has been reduced in effectiveness, and it can for sure be felt here too. It's kinda meh. Kill clip, elemental honing, sword logic, adrenaline junkie are all damage perks of various kinds, ranging from 30% to 50%. This weapon one-shots red bars anyway, who really cares? That leaves redirection. It's also a damage perk of sorts, but more focus and comes in at a 100% damage increase. This increase only being against non-red bar enemies. And this is what makes it perfect for the new Pacific Epitaph. Since waveframes are going to one-shot red bar enemies regardless, it doesn't matter if you hit them with a 20k base shot or a 30k sword logic improved shot. But when it comes to mages, either taking 4 or 2 shots to take them down, the difference is huge. Slightly tanky enemies which normally take 2 hits could come down to 1, and even champions will take significant damage when it's doubled. Also, kind of side note, if you have redirection active and hit barrier champions, it seems to stun lock them in place, so you don't even need an anti-barrier weapon. And you don't just have to take my word for this either. The gameplay footage shown will be in all master level sectors and Grandmaster Nightfalls. Some of you might see where I'm going with this weapon for the column 3 option too. Closing out on redirection, it's great on waveframes due to how it's built and spent. When enhanced, each red bar hit grants 2 stacks, and hitting any other type of enemy takes 2, while doubling the damage of that shot. But because a wave will tag multiple enemies, you could theoretically build 10 plus stacks per shot. And then there's even situations like this, where say with a single wave you hit 3 red bar enemies and 2 mages. You will profit 2 stacks from this overall, while dealing double damage to both major targets. There's a lot going on behind the scenes of this perk, but also just playing the game normally, you can ignore it. The stacks will remain active until you hit the required target, there's no buff timer to worry about or any of that kind of stuff. Being a stasis weapon, new Pacific Epitaph works very well with a stasis build, or probably more likely a prismatic one with stasis features. If you have any of this, Rime Steel is fantastic. Destroying a stasis crystal or defeating a frozen enemy will give 2 stacks of frost armor enhanced, but just 1 at base. So like redirection, enhancing this is an absolute game changer, I'd say pretty much required. Playing a Rimecoat Warlock, a Fealty Hunter, or Glacial Wall Titan, maintaining max frost armor at all times with just this perk is easy. Glacial Wall has a bit of a tech to it too. You can throw a grenade into enemies then fire a wave into them, and sure, that will work fine. You get the wave damage, you get the grenade damage, and you are building stacks of frost armor. All good stuff. But you can even use this outside of combat. Line up some stasis crystals and fire a waveframe shot perpendicular to them. Firing it head on will shatter some crystals, but not the whole thing. If done right, you will max out frost armor stacks before going into combat, even at an increased max if playing pure stasis. Now if your build does feature any stasis at all, this is the god roll. Remember, stasis, especially frost armor synergy, is heavily featured in next season's artifact, but sometimes stasis crystals are nowhere to be seen in a certain setup. In those situations, what should you use? If you want just the easy answer, Demolitionist. Easy multi-kills, easy grenade energy, at 11% before any modifiers, it isn't impossible to gain most of your grenade back from a single shot. Rocking 100 grenade stat will increase this amount further. There's also recycled energy, this perk is absolute trash, which is exactly why I recommend keeping a roll with it. Future proofing is kind of a theme on this one, right? And why would a reload required ability gem perk give less ability regen than Demolitionist? There is absolutely no shot a buff isn't coming to recycled energy soon. And if it does, new Pacific Epitaph is the perfect weapon for it. You want reloading every single shot regardless, and multi-kills will increase potential ability energy returns. Finally, origin trait and other considerations. This is one of few Rite of an Iron weapons where I would actually recommend swapping over to Gravity Well, as reloading is frequent with this, and the ammo auto collection will offer more ease of use rather than playing for finishers to activate Restoration Ritual. Mag barrel masterwork. With mag you only have two options, always go high velocity rounds. Barrel and masterwork favoured stats are reload or blast radius. The others can be pretty much ignored. If you do not have one of these rolls yet, you can farm adept variants of new Pacific Epitaph easily. Check out my video here on how to do so. Thank you for watching.